Hello everyone, welcome back to the Beer Garden. And this time we are going to talk about our selections at Happy Valley on this Wednesday. Steve, how are you? Is it all good recently?
Yes, it's good. Yeah, been busy at work, but looking forward to Happy Valley tomorrow. Got the day off, so yes, and
Oh.
a pretty interesting card, isn't it?
Yes, right, and we are so happy to see you back. And yes, and this time we will going to talk about the last three races at Happy Valley, along with our best bet and value bet. For Joe and Joshua's selection, we will also including in the video in the graphics. So let's talk about it later. So the first race we are going to talk about it will be race seven, the first leg of the treble. It is a class four over 1200 meters. Steve, who do you like in race seven?
Well, it's not very original, but I went for number five, "How Deep Is Your Love," which is a song by the Bee Gees. I'm not sure if you remember that. The Bee Gees were
Yeah, can you sing it?
well, do you know what? I should actually. You've kind of put me on the spot there, but yes, it's a bit too high
Yeah.
pitched for me. But yeah, but anyway, "How Deep Is Your Love?" Yes, can shed the maiden tag hopefully with Purton on board. He's a nice horse, isn't he? He picked up. Took the bronze on debut. Took third place on debut. In a race that's working out nicely because Gold Baby then won on IGC night. And I think that the horse, I think that the selection, "How Deep Is Your Love," was unlucky that time. He was under Ryan Moore, and I'm not sure if he would have ever have beaten Gold Baby, but he was definitely unlucky. And this time he's back on. He had Gate One on debut, and now he's back with Barrier One once again. This time with Zach Purton. So I think it's hard to see him not being there at the finish. But in the IGC night race, we had "How Deep Is Your Love" in ninth and Sixth Generation in fifth. And Purton was
Mm.
on board Sixth Generation that time. He also didn't have the best of passages. But of course, Zach Purton rides my selection this time, and Luke Curry is on Sixth Generation. Not as well drawn. He's drawn in Gate 8, but I think he still has a chance. Sixth Generation, a bit more experience bringing to the table than "How Deep Is Your Love." But it's one of these tricky races, isn't it? We've also got Owner's Praise, who has a bad draw, but was a good second on his season or in his debut, should I say. And Itzy Tourbillon finding it hard to win, but you just never know, do you, with these races? I think all things being equal, "How Deep Is Your Love" should run well. And John Size seems to have really come to form, doesn't he? He's doing very well now.
Yeah, right. I agree that it is not an easy race to predict. There are some horses have some good experience over the same course and distance, and also some new horses lack of experience is likely to improve because I will also with number five, "How Deep Is Your Love?" I believe that this time Gate One will be very ideal for him. He's unexposed, of course, and I believe as a 4-year-old, he is still improving. I really agree that last time out on the IJC night written by Ryan Moore, at that time the gate was bad and then it was quite a big excuse for him. So this time I would like to give him one more chance because I think this horse is very talented because at the seasonal appearance for him, he showed some good speed and then some good performance in the final furlong under Alexis Badel. So this time, hopefully, he will improve again, especially since Steve, you just mentioned that John Size just had a good recent form along with Zach Purton last Sunday at Charene. So this partner, jockey and trainer partnership, is going to have several good horses tonight at Happy Valley. So hopefully, number five, "How Deep Is Your Love" in race seven is one of the winners. So I'm also with that race seven, number five, "How Deep Is Your Love." So the next race we are going to talk about will be race eight, the second leg of the treble. It is also a 1200-meter race, but it is a class three. See, who do you fancy in here?
Well, I went for number two, Niconi County. I'm not sure you might like that one as well, but I won't say that
Yeah.
right away. Niconi County is a really nice horse, isn't he? And he's had 4 runs this season, yet to win, but I think he's running nicely. And he's had 10 runs, 2 wins, both over course and distance. And yes, a fourth last time to Beauty Tycoon from rather a poor draw. And the time before that, he was eighth, beaten 4 lengths behind Science Patch. But again, he had a double-digit barrier that time. I think he's a very attractive horse, isn't he, for Casper Founds, the Coney County. Just as I say, just a half a length off the runner-up, Yo Beauty last time. And he enjoys a nice pull at the weights with that horse. But it's another one of those competitive races. Yo Beauty has a good chance. He was behind Beauty Tycoon last time. Angus Chung was on board. This time it's Antoine Hamlin, who's not doing very well this year, is he, Antoine Hamlin? He's only had 4 winners.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's he'll be hoping for an upturn in fortunes there. Your Beauty's not very well drawn. He's drawn in gate 10. Happy Sharing in gate 5. I think they're both likely to press on. They've got lots of pace, and I think that will suit the Coney County, who's not. I wouldn't say he's fantastically well handicapped, but I think he's a very nice horse. I think he's capable of more. Hugh Bowman's on board for the first time. He's drawn in gate 4. So I think he'll get the ideal toe into the race. But once again, Starbright, top weight, in good form. He's from gate 3. And also an interesting horse, possibly lower down in the weights, Leslie, who has more to do this time. But he won well last time. That's probably done wonders for his confidence. But hopefully the Coney County can get on the score sheet, make it 3 wins out of 11 starts.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm also agree with that, Steve. I also like number 2, Nikoni County. The main reason I like this horse is this time Hugh Bowman will be on board. We see that recently when he arrived in Hong Kong earlier in the season, he just had a good start here. Whenever he rode some horse in the top weight, he can perform well. Sometimes, like this type of horse, like Nikoni County, when he scored 2 winners last season, and then his rating was up into the top as the class 3. He just needs some time to settle that, and it is a small horse, and he just needs some good jockey on board to help him to have some good acceleration in the home stage. So this time Hugh Bowman takes the ride. I'm quite like that. Hugh Bowman is quite good at riding this type of horse, and of course he actually have some selections here in this field, because number 1 Starbright, he also rode this horse before, but this time he will be on board Nikoni County. So that's the main point that I like this horse in this race. So I also agree with that. Race 8, number 2, Nikoni County. So the last leg of the treble will be race 9 and other class 3 over 1200 meters. It is another batch. Steve, who do you like in the final race?
Well, I've probably picked the wrong one here. Nordic Dragon is a very popular horse. He won very well on his debut. He's gone up a lot, though, up 11 pounds, and I decided to take him on with Excellent Peers, the top weight from gate 7, Hugh Bowman, who you've just been waxing lyrical about there, on board Excellent Peers. And gets the ride on the Jimmy Shoe gelding with Matthew Chadwick on the sidelines. Now, he's gone up 7 pounds for his last win. He's got more to do, obviously, but he's just in fantastic form, isn't he? The last 7 runs, 2-1-1, 2-2-1-1. So who's to say there's not more improvement to come? And I think Nordic Dragon is obviously the one to beat. He's receiving a lot of weight from Excellent Peers. But again, he's lightly raced. He's next door to Excellent Peers in the barrier. He's drawn 8. Excellent Peers drawn 7. And I just thought that it was possible my man was still possibly improving, and a bit of experience. But an interesting race, isn't it? You've got Super Fortune, who has never raced at Happy Valley before. He's from gate 11, but that'll be he likes to lead, so that might be a bit tough. And Winning Icy, who's to say he hasn't stopped improving? He was second last time on the all-weather, but he's also been an improver lately. And even down towards the Lucky Archangel, a nice steady horse who might run well for Harry Bentley, drawn 2 as well. But for me, hopefully Excellent Peers can win. But I think you disagree this time?
Actually, Excellent Peers is one of my selections in this race, but my top pick goes to number 3, Winning IC. I definitely agree that it is going to be an interesting race, because Excellent Peers with really consistent recent form, and also with one of my favorite jockeys, Hugh Bowman, on board, he has quite a good chance. But yes, this race there are so many good horses here. Like I guess maybe in the speed maps, Super Fortune from gate 11, he is likely to lead because he has some good speed to overcome the wide draw. He's one of the one to beat. But winning IC breaking from gate 5 this time, he can stay in a good position, like behind the leaders, behind Super Fortune. So maybe it is quite a good place for him. And also, Luke Ferraris is very familiar with the horse. He has a very good partnership with the horse. I think that the horse is still improving, but more importantly, this time gate 5 will be very favorable for him because I guess there are some speed here. So when he can just find a good position in the race, he can just have a good performance. Because I quite like his performance last time out over the all-weather track. He just overcome some kickback near the rail and run well in the final stage. So hopefully he is still improving. And also rise number 11, Nordic Dragon. That was an impressive debut last time out for him, but this time up in class facing different contenders. So I will going to have have a horse that have more experience here. So apart from excellent PS number 1, my selection will be number 3, winning IC in the final race. So after talking about the treble, let's talk about our best bet. Steve, can you tell us again who will be your best bet?
Yeah, so I just went for Nakoni County. He's drawn in 4. Hugh Bowman on board for the first time. Has yet to win this season, but he's 2 from 10. This is his course and distance, and I think he'll really appreciate the likely good tempo here on offer. We've got Happy Sharing, we've got Your Beauty, 2 horses that I think will likely press on, and I think that will pay for a horse like Nakoni County, who I think has enough pace just to sit behind the leaders, get the box seat, and hopefully come with a winning run. I wouldn't say he's fantastically handicapped, but I still think I don't think we've seen the best of this horse, and hopefully he can win. Red Lion's an interesting horse for Zach Purton and John Size. He's getting closer again. He just denied very narrowly last time, but gate 12, it's not ideal at Happy Valley. Of course, it can be achieved, and who better than Zach Purton to be on board? But hopefully, Nakoni County can justify my best bet support.
Yes, and it's interesting to see that Hilberman takes the ride this time. And my best bet goes to race 4. I quite like number 4, G1 Excellence. After transferring to Danny Shum's stable this season, I think that this horse is a different one because he is at a career low mark, and also he is able to bounce back because on his recent 2 runs first over the all-weather track, he stayed in front and have some good performance, just beaten by a short margin. And last time he overcome the race that it was favorable for the front runners, but G1 Excellent, he can chase well from the back. So it was quite impressive because last time maybe the 1,000 meters was too short for him. So this time going up to 1,200 meters, it should be a more suitable distance for him. And also this time ridden by Vincent Ho again, breaking from a good draw, gate 5. I believe he can just stay in the midfield, and hopefully when he gets a clear run in the home straight, he can show a good acceleration. So I think with some good performance over the all-weather track and also the 1,000-meter race at Happy Valley, he's going to improve and he should perform better over 1,200 meter, and it looks a more suitable distance for him. So my best bet will be race 4, number 4, G1 Excellent. So let's talk about some outsider we like. Who will be your value bet, Steve?
Just wanted to say it's a very good selection. When I saw G1 Excellent, I thought I wish I'd picked that. I've actually picked it in my selections, but fantastic chance, I think.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nothing from 15, but as you say, 1,000 meters the last time, just a bit too sharp for it. So, yes, I think you might be celebrating tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully together.
Yeah,
cheers.
Hopefully. Yeah, race number 6. I thought it's not the biggest price, but I still get a bit of value about number 8, Killer Instinct. And he has to turn around form. He was 4th last time behind Fearless Fire, with Charene Warrior in 2nd place, Killer Instinct back in 4th, but he wasn't beaten far. This was an IJC night, and he was backed into favouritism under James McDonald, and he's still quite unexposed over this distance. He's only had 13 runs, but he's only had 3 runs over the 1650 metres at Happy Valley, and I think last time was his best effort at the distance. So I think there's a lot more to come from this horse. And yes, hopefully he's £4 below his last winning mark as well. I think there's more to come from this horse. Lucky Goal's interesting too. Obviously, Charene Red Sun, or Charene Warrior, I should say. Charene Red Sun would have these for breakfast, wouldn't he? But yeah, Charene Warrior, good chance. And Viva Popcorn, Angus Chung no longer on board. Caris Thiessen takes over. And that looks like an interesting booking. But hopefully, Killer Instinct can run well in race number 6.
Yes, I also think that in race 6, it is a match among Touring Warrior and Killer Instinct and Viva Popcorn. Yes, it will be another partnership for Luke Ferraris and Casper Fong, apart from winning IC that I mentioned earlier in the show. Yes, Killer Instinct is improving, and I also think that he can handle this distance well because he performed quite well last time out under James McDonald's. And for my value bet, I will go to race 8 again. I will have number 4, Happy Sharing in the field. He will also be ridden by Luke Ferraris. This time breaking from gate 5, I'm going to give him one more chance because I just checked his price in the Hong Kong market. He is now $19. So I think that he can be one of an each way bet for us tonight at Happy Valley, because last time also he was racing in the IJC night ridden by Hugh Bowman. At that time there were some excuse because he lost the balance at the beginning of the race, so that he didn't run well last time out. But this time Luke Ferraris takes the rise again, and a better draw for him, gate 5. He's hopefully will be the leader. So I think that he should be a better jockey for the horse because he knows the horse better. He partnered this horse to have some good performance earlier in the season. And also, this horse, after joining Pierre Ng's stable this season, he is also improving. So I believe that Happy Valley over 1200 meters is definitely one of the best trip for him. So hopefully this time the gate is better. Gate 5, he can have a better position, like getting the rail in front. So hopefully we can see him keep till the end. So race 8, number 4, Happy Sharing will be my value bet for the night. So, and that's all for our selections for the Happy Valley race card. So hopefully we can bring you some winner, and it is a bit cold in Hong Kong recently. So keep yourself warm, and hopefully you will enjoy the meeting tonight. We will see you next time, hopefully, for the team preview. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.